Well, happy Tuesday, everyone. We are looking at another hot and humid day today with those afternoon isolated downpours or thunderstorms returning to the area as we go into the real heating of the day. It's also going to be very humid with it feels like near triple digits. That's going to help to spark this unsettled weather pattern that we typically see this time of year for the rest of the week. But here's some good news. We are going to cool down a little bit as we get toward the end of the weekend as a cool front pushes through. But then heading toward next week, we're looking at some big changes potentially from a tropical system heading our way. We'll get you caught up on that. Let's first start with what it's going to feel like as you step outside this afternoon. Many of us will feel like pretty close to 100 degrees. Some of us will feel like the triple digits. As with humidity, when you get winds like this, it just kind of builds on itself. So one day kind of gets a little bit warmer than the other with it feels like by Thursday, more of us feeling like the triple digits. In fact, some of us feeling like 104, 105 as we go into Thursday and Friday afternoon. Now here comes Saturday. We're still going to be a very warm day, warm afternoon with those isolated thunderstorms. But on Sunday, that'll be the day of change. We have a cool front that's going to come through. That's going to enhance our rainfall, but behind it, slightly drier air. So it's going to lower our humidity. And look at the feels like by Monday, 70s and 80s. Some of that will be rain cooled air. We are looking at some rainfall. Part of that will be courtesy potentially of what is now potential tropical cyclone 6. Now I do expect this to become a tropical storm later today. That would become tropical storm Fred as it strengthens here over the next day or so. Then as it moves over the Dominican Republic and south portions of Cuba, basically over land, it's going to weaken a little bit. And then as it moves back into the warm Gulf waters, very warm, that's when we're going to see it strengthen again, potentially to another tropical storm as it moves out toward the southern tip of Florida, potentially making landfall late Friday into early Saturday. Most of our weather models in agreement, that's pretty much the track it's going to take, and then it's going to head north, and the remnants of that system could move across the Carolinas. Here's how it's going to play out, at least the way it looks right now. As we go throughout the next couple of days, it's going to move over land back in the Gulf. Here's Friday night. You could see some of the outer bands already approaching basically all the way to central Florida and then potentially making landfall right along and moving along the western coast of Florida as we go throughout the day Saturday. Now notice Saturday, Sunday, that's going to enhance our rain chances. And on top of that, we've got that cool front coming through. So that's also going to enhance our rain chances. So on Monday, we're going to be kind of wedged potentially in between these two systems. So really Monday, our rain chances go up quite a bit. Tuesday, our rain chances go up as this front pushes through. And then notice as we go late in the day Tuesday, here comes some of those outer bands from the system wrapping around. And then if the core does move through as it is currently projected to, then we could be looking at some pretty gusty winds as well. 25, 35, maybe 40 miles per hour. But to be perfectly honest, we're talking about next Tuesday and Wednesday. So a lot could change between now and then, but just want to kind of let you know this is what one model is showing. So we're looking at quite a bit of rainfall potentially as we get into the early part of next week. Dry in the mornings though for the next several mornings, so that's good news, but we do get into that afternoon instability, so pop-up showers and thunderstorms just after lunchtime today across the mountains, and then after 3 or 4 o'clock we begin to see a couple of those begin to pop up as we go into this afternoon, and some of those lingering till 9, 10 o'clock tonight. As we go throughout the day tomorrow, it'll essentially be the same thing, except that humidity level is going to be a little bit higher, just a tad higher, and that'll give us 1 or 2 more thunderstorms potentially. Now Friday and Saturday, I do think it's going to be a little bit more numerous as we go throughout the afternoon, but it's really going to feel about the same, and that's just hot and humid. Highs in the low to mid 90s with it feels like close to 100 or 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on where you live. Then here comes that cool front Sunday that cools us down into the 80s, but enhanced rainfall begins to head our way as we get to the early and middle part of next week.